Hello.
Hello, you're right.
Welcome to this week's video.
We're not laughing at you.
It's me trying to position the camera.
Yeah, it's funny. She'll keep moving it until she's happy and then we'll be finished.
We will, won't we? So, bit of a short video this week because someone's phone broke, didn't it? So this week is on Hanwell lock flight. So we've been up and down it a couple of times recently. We've been down it once and up it twice, I think. So I have got some video that I've taken on my phone, so we've used that. It has got some really interesting history. It's got Brunel's last commissioned piece of work on it.
Yes, I learned that one.
You did?
Yeah, something new that.
So yeah, it is an interesting stretch of canal. As with anywhere in the country, it depends on who's in the area as to what it's like. Like we say, we didn't have any issues on it at all, did we?
No, just low pounds.
Yeah, had a couple of low pounds.
That's probably the only thing that we had.
And we went down with some traders, back up with some traders.
And then
we
round
came up
and
with
then came
a
back up.
gentleman that just picked up a GRP, which was a bit scary doing lots of GRP. But unfortunately that's on your phone and we haven't got any of that.
Sorry.
But we did help him out and gave him a few tips on safe use of locks.
3 weeks he'd had that boat.
Yeah, so he was a proper beginner, bless him. Really nice guy. So if you're watching, hello. Sorry, I didn't even get your name, which is really bad.
Yeah, well, hey ho, push the button, ring the bell. It's free to you and the world. Please share us, care us, and give your mates a little nudge in the shoulder and say you best watch them. Yeah.
And we'll see you at the end.
Let's see the other side. So, is Hanwell Locks signpost, and what you can see is it says, or maybe not because it's not quite that clear, Grand Union Canal Walk, Brentford Lock, 2.5 miles to the right. And then at the very bottom of the left black one, it's got Birmingham, 136.5 miles. There you go. That's what we've got. The whole length of the Grand Union, and we're travelling it.
I'm just filling lock 91. Lorraine and Phil have just gone down ahead of us on C'est La Vie. And you can see next to the lock is the pond that's used for keeping the water flow going. Looks a bit green and murky, but there is water under all that, believe it or not. This lock's also got a broken ground paddle, which is chained up, but it's still filling reasonably quickly, so it's not too much of an issue. And then we've got Penny waiting to come in the lock, and Paul's behind her. And Pixie sticking her head out the boat. We've just got to Bridge 205, and this is part of Brunel's last structure that he was commissioned to design and build. It was completed in 1859, which was actually the year that he died. You can see the very ornate brick structures that hold the cast iron bridge up. So you've got the bridge going over the road. You've got the aqueduct that we're on now, part of the canal, which is also cast iron, and that goes over the old railway line that used to run goods to and from Brentford. And you can see another section of the brick there as well. It's called 3 bridges because you've got the road bridge, the aqueduct going over the canal, and the railway. Just about see the railway bridge under the greenery on that side. We've got a fellow trader come up the canal now, just coming up the lock before we can go down. Lindylouafloat. I'll put their link below, so they make gifts on board their boats. I'll try and get some photographs to insert as well. Alongside lock 93, formerly known as Asylum Lock, is the old asylum. So this used to be known as the Asylum Lock and Dock, and you can just make out the cream coloured brickwork in the wall a bit further down there where the boats used to go in and out. So the asylum was completely self-sufficient with fruit and veg. Boats used to bring coal in for them for the boilers, and then any surplus fruit and veg was taken out down by canal down towards London and sold to the public. This former county asylum is now known as Ealing Hospital. Beautiful brickwork, really long wall all alongside it as well. If you've seen some of our videos in Birmingham, there's hatches on the bridges in Birmingham where the fire crews put their hoses through to fill the bowsers with water. Well, on this asylum wall there's 4 hatches used for exactly the same reason, for the fire crews to put their hoses through and fill their tanks. And the lock cottage here is beautiful as well. It's a proper chocolate box cottage. A piece of history we hadn't picked up on this morning when we set off was Norwood Top Lock, which was the first lock we came through this morning. There's the old branch called the Maypole Arm, and that used to be used for transportation of coconut oil to the margarine works, and at the peak it was 84,500 tonnes a year was transported from the Thames up to the factory to make the margarine. All useless pieces of information. We have also been advised by the CRT worker to keep to the right hand side as we exit bottom lock 97, because there's a sandbank on the left that we'll get grounded on if we don't keep over. Excuse our mountain of washing up, we're just waiting for it to be 8 o'clock so we can run the engine to get some hot water to do it, but it's trading weekend. Paul's back almost to full form post-surgery, which means he's made scones, tradition of a trading weekend. They smell amazing. They look amazing, and I'm sure they'll taste amazing. We've got halfway up Hanwell flight, and now there's something on the prop. Paul's having to go down the weed hatch. But we've got a wide beam in front of us, so it's not a problem. We've got plenty of time, and there's no one following us, so we're not going to hold anyone up. There you go. Now Paul's in the lock. You can see the lump of material, looks like a sari and some plastic and stuff that he's got off of our prop. We never do anything the easy way. We've got this bookcase we got off Facebook Marketplace for free, and now we're double-breasted to get it onto the boat.
Well, if you open the doors, I'll be able to get it straight in.
Okay. Awkward.
This is where I missed the step.
This is where one of us lands in.
Or the bookshelf does.
Yeah.
I would have come to help.
We've cleared all our books off the shelves. And Paul's just going to take those shelves down. And we're going to swap the sofa to the other side of the boat to see how that works out and whether or not that's going to be a good place for the new one when it arrives. And then the bookcase is going to go where the sofa is. Work in progress. We've come back to Lock 81 at Rickmansworth and Batchworth to do a piece of video for you. It's an absolute hive of activity here. There's a couple of trip boats which are about to go out. I think they do have school trips and trips for the public. I believe they're from about £5 per person. I have got a leaflet, so we'll look at the information and put the link for you below. This whole area is volunteer run, as a lot of these places are, by Rickmansworth Canal, Rickmansworth Waterways Trust. And then behind me you can see an old extension of the canal which goes up towards the Chess Basin. So this area has got 3 rivers. It's River Gage, River Cone and River Chess, and there's lots of inlets on and off of the canal. It was obviously built originally for transporting coal. Rickmansworth got its charter as a town in 1546, but then really became a hub of activity in 1796 when the canal came through. So this part of the canal was originally built from the Thames down in London at Brentford up to Braunston to make the trip shorter, because prior to that boats would travel from London to the Midlands on the River Thames and the Oxford Canal, which was 60 miles longer and obviously had lots of problems because of the rivers as well. So this was part of the canal was built to help speed up those trips, and was originally, as I've already said in previous vlogs, originally built with single locks and at the beginning of the 1900s was then updated to have double locks to make travel more efficient for all the boats using the canal for the coal. There's lots of paper mills in the area. There's Ovaltine factory. We did see the old Ovaltine workboat in the basin the other day, and a lot of the junctions were built to take the coal to the factories for all the industry in the area. Really is a nice area. There's a cafe lock, I'll turn around so you can see it, which is open Thursdays to Sundays, so that will be opening shortly. Here we are inside the visitor centre. There is an array of canal art on sale, which obviously is interesting, Paul, to have a look at the different designs. There's ice creams, hats, memorabilia, some canal art up on the wall up there. And then here's a banner all about volunteering with Rickmansworth Waterways Trust. So I will put a link below so that you can go on and have a look should you be interested. That was short and sweet, but we hope you enjoyed it.
I did.
For the next couple of weeks we'll do some videos about the London area. We've got the Paddington Arm, Regent's Canal and the Slough Arm, which was a silver propeller challenge.
Not going there.
And then there might just be a bit of video of me boating on my own, because I have done 2 days now.
2 days.
Yeah.
2 days. I'm not going to say nothing.
Got to start somewhere.
I left the boat one place and it came back and it was somewhere else.
Anyway, thank you to all our new subscribers. We really do appreciate your support.
Nice to have you along. Push the button, ring the bell. It's free to you, the world and everybody else. So give everybody a little nudge and say, have you woken up to these two yet?
And we'll see you next week. Have a
See you
good
later.
one.
Take care.